If you ever battle with what you should say back to a prospective client who might have concerns or objections, then I want to give you something right now that you can experiment with in your own life and business. Because most of us want to ask the question, what should I say when someone has an objection or a concern, or asks a question that challenges the value that I can provide? And if we're trying to figure out what exactly we should say, I believe we've already missed the mark. Because the thing we need to ask ourselves instead is, what else do I need to know in order to help this client or this prospective client to see how what we do can truly alleviate the pain and add value to their lives? And so most of us, our default mode, even mine, even though like I talk about this stuff all the time, my default mode when there's a concern or an objection or a question about value that can be delivered, my first thing is like, what should I say? How do I convince this person of the value I can provide or to overcome that objection? But the reality is, I nor you are in the best possible position to overcome any objection or concern until we have as much information and understanding as possible of how the other person sees the world. And when we ask questions of people, that's how we can start to piece together the puzzle of that person's worldview. And if we can understand another person's worldview or perspective or the lens through which they see everything, we put ourselves in the best possible position to help that person to see how we can help them. And until we are asking questions, we cannot have that information. And so next time you come up against an objection or concern from a prospective client, or they ask you a question that like kind of challenges whether or not you have the value that can be provided in their lives, ask a question. Now, this takes training, this takes practice to be curious on a consistent and regular basis. And even someone that talks about this stuff again, like I want to go straight to what can I say? But if we can start to wire ourselves to instead go to what can I ask? I believe it could change everything for you. It could put you in an even better position to help that person or those people to see your value. Try it out. And if you have tried it out, tell me in the comments below your experience with asking questions to objections instead of trying to say something super fancy.